Every damn time.
See, I have it down. I know when I get to recline my chair to start this.
We gotta wait for the music to fade out a little bit, and then you just hit the magic button.
Dude, Big Mike getting comfortable over here.
Little football on, a little bit of booze in our hands.
Typical Sunday.
Yeah, there we go.
Typical Sunday.
Welcome to the Whiskey and Wine Podcast. I'm Alex.
I'm Big Mike.
Here we go again. Episode 5.
5 already, man. We can count them on one hand.
Oh, man. Well, you know, we're good with one hand, but it's when we get to 2 that we're going to have to really start to work.
Yeah.
Episode 5's title is Don't Giggle.
No giggling today, buddy.
No. Well, we giggle a lot.
We do giggle a lot.
Well, it's because we got the humor of like a 15-year-old at the best.
Oh, man. I still giggle every time I hear the word fart or, simple creature over here.
Thank God we've got an exhaust fan in this room. just burp.
Windows cracked, exhaust fan. It should be good for a little bit.
Yeah, we should be good. Well, thank you, everybody who's tuning in. Up to episode 5, we're feeling a little bit better. The sound's starting to get a little bit better.
Oh, buddy, yeah, it's getting way better.
Yeah, we're figuring it out.
Yeah.
A little bit of whiskey in our hands today.
Oh, yeah, say, hold on. Let me reach. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now we can start. It's official.
Oh, I'm all right with that. Yeah. All right, so this week we're looking at Teeling whiskey. It's a single grain Irish whiskey.
With some Oregon ties, buddy. Yes. A gentleman that started it, Alex, he originally is from Lake Oswego High School and also went to U of O. So I figured just got done with the Civil War game. Might as well bring in something local again. So yeah, this is this week's whiskey that we're bringing. Yeah,
it's got like a little different flavor profile to it, but damn, I'm in for that.
No, me too, man. Like I said, it's something we drink so much as regular bourbon. This is a nice little break in that Irish whiskey. It does have a little different profile, but it's pretty damn delicious.
Yeah, no, I'm all right, but I mean, come on now. You can't really go wrong with a good Irish whiskey.
Buddy, $40. It's under $40. I think it's $39.95 you can get it. So you can't I figure it's a pretty crowd favorite, right?
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm in for that.
All right. Well, shoot. Get the whiskey flowing. The Browns are playing. Come on, McCurdy. We're already down 7-0, but it's early. It's early in the game. If you start hearing Big Mike over here cussing up a storm, we're throwing things. You'll know why, everyone. Oh, and then we got the Eagles game starting in 5 minutes. I got 2 players going in that.
Yeah,
so
no,
you might have to hit the old
the bleep
button.
I think we need to get some sort of a sound machine for this thing.
Oh, yes. We
can just have it here in between the two of us, and I think one of those sounds needs to just be a fart. And it could be like, when your Alexa or whatever, you can ask it to make a fart sound. I think it needs to just be like a rotating fart sound.
Yeah. No, I want it to be, because there's great fart sounds out there.
Yeah.
Some deep bassy ones.
Yep.
Some tight squeaky ones.
The really loud wet ones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, no, it should have some type of revolving, rotating.
Yep.
Maybe put 10 or 12 in there. And
I mean, we're already starting to get sponsors for whiskey and that kind of stuff. But if we can also get somebody who has a good fart machine that plugs into this board.
Calling out anyone out there in the Portland metro area. Starting local. If you got any good fart machines, you let us know.
Well, we all have little dreams.
Yeah. Once again, simple creatures over here. Football, whiskey, and a microphone.
And a fart machine.
Thank goodness the family's not up here. We got the whole gang over here today, but we had to lock ourselves in here. I don't trust any single one of them downstairs. Do you?
I honestly don't either. I even told him, you can't just come up and bang on the door when you hear us giggling loudly. The whole idea is we're just hanging out, we're just talking, we're having a good time. But if they're going to come up here and judge our silliness, I mean,
judgment-free zone up here. Well, I liked what you did with the microphones, because for the listeners out there that haven't seen photos of the studio, there are 4 chairs and 4 mics. But Alex, you're a smart man.
Yes, I am.
You hid 2 of the mics. And you heard what the kids said as soon as they came up here. Oh, man, I wish you had more mics. Yeah, get out of here.
Yeah, no, I have more mics, but we're not bringing those out until, we have decided that other guests are necessary. And in fact, I feel like we need to just hang on to that first interview slot for the people that inspired us, the Court and Randys of the world.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
We're getting some requests. I know we're people are reaching out saying they want to come and do a little guest spot. We've had offers to help out with voiceovers for our commercial spot. So see, people are out there listening. They want in on our fun. They want in on this.
What the hell are we gonna do when we're really famous?
Gonna have to post security out of the door on the other side.
Just some big dude sitting out there going, "I'm sorry, they're not taking guests right now.
They're at capacity."
Capacity of 2.
That's right.
Oh my god. No. See, that's just not gonna help you at all.
No, because that's my opponent's tight end right there, freaking Moody Blues. You know who you are. I'm not gonna.
I think it's gonna be one of those days for fantasy football.
It's been one of those years. You're still in the hunt. I'm 1 game behind you. What's your record? Do you know offhand?
No.
I think.
No. I only know in the 1 league that I'm actually doing well. I'm 8-3 in that league, but I'm going up against somebody who I don't think has changed out their team.
Oh, those are the worst fantasy football players.
Like this. No, I'm all right with this because this is an easy win.
I know, but the fact if you sign up, I'm calling everyone. If you play fantasy football and you don't change your rosters, you leave in injured players, and you don't rotate out bye week players, you're a shitty football fantasy player. Dude, it's nice for wins, right? You always want to have a guaranteed win.
I am taking that easy win. Are you kidding me?
No, I know. It frustrates me.
I'm going to be 9-3 because this guy has 4 people on the injured reserve list or whatever. One of them's the quarterback. Cool. I'm good with this.
I think what frustrates me so much is I have lost to someone that, played a freaking player that wasn't even playing. He was out, injury or a bye or something. I was thinking, oh, yeah, man, I got this week. They're down. They beat me, and I've never recovered from it.
Yeah, see, that's the kind of just like soul-crushing fucking loss. That
I'm like, I got beat by someone with 1 whole less position player than myself. Fuck.
Yeah. See, here's the thing, though. Like, we can talk about how much this shit hurts and how much, like, we suck at this sport. But we're still giggling about it.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's still just silliness. Like, what else are we going to do?
No, you're right. At the end of the day, I'm still in my big money league, though. And I'm a little nervous because I picked Minnesota this week.
Oh.
And they're playing Monday night. And
so you got to wait till the last game of the week.
Not only that, but I work at TAP on Monday, so I usually don't get to watch the game. So my customers might not be happy with me on Monday because there might be a very strict, you can order drinks during commercial breaks only. And this is it. I've already lost 1, so if I lose...
if you lose again, you're out, right?
If I lose again, I'm out. And we're down to 184. Oh, there actually is probably less. I haven't looked since the games today, but as of Thanksgiving, I believe I was down to 184.
Oh, damn.
Out of the 850.
All right.
And we're talking, this is a 6-figure payout in this league. First time I've ever played this league, and
you're in the hunt.
I'm in the hunt. I mean, they pay first, second, third. I don't know. I'm second guessing picking the Monday night team. But we'll see.
Yeah.
You guys will know out there next episode if Martin has me in a freaking straight jacket. I lost.
Like, what's wrong with Mike today? We're not going to talk about it.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about it. He has a gag ball in his mouth and his hands are tied up. Dreams of 6 figures out the window.
hey, 6 figures, we could actually get like 2 more mics with that.
Oh, geez, think about that.
Oh, man, 6 people in this room? No, there's only 4 chairs.
Nope, only 4 chairs. That's all we got. No more.
God, I could still hear them downstairs. Like, I can hear them giggling and shit down there. We're in a closed room with a closed door with leather all over the walls and everything else, and mics that aren't supposed to be able to pick that shit up, and I can still hear them. So there's a story. I was trying to tell you a story earlier. So I grew up in this shitty little house. Well, not shitty. It was a great house, but it's a small old farmhouse built in the 1850s out in Malala.
All right.
And they remodeled it in the late 70s, early 80s so that it had more room for everybody. But the room that I was in was upstairs. It was like insulated with newspaper. That's like how old this was. They weren't actually making insulation back in the day. It was just you took whatever you had. Yeah, so, super flame retardant, right? So all growing up, I had, speakers and a stereo system and everything else, like every teenager does, sitting up there. And I'd get yelled at all the time, and I could hear my mom yelling at me from the kitchen, like, or from her bedroom or wherever they were. And I'm like, God damn it, turn that shit down. I could hear it perfectly clear down here. Fine. Like, so all my life, just like trying to be a normal teenager. There's no headphones really around back then, and so I'm cranking this stuff up and told to turn it down. Well, so I get ready to go to college, and I'm going to college back east. So I got to get on a plane to go and ship what I could back to this place.
Yeah.
And I go to get on the plane, and this is long ago, so my parents go to the plane to the gate with me, and they're looking at me and like, all right, well, have a safe trip and call us when you get there and everything else. Like, great. Hey, Mom, Dad, I want you to know one thing. And I pause really long and I look at them and I go, sound travels both ways. And I go, see you guys. And I turn and I walk down the jetway. By the time I land in Chicago for my changeover, I've got 3 voicemails, 2 from my mom, 1 from my dad, and it's all, what do you mean sound travels both ways? What are you talking about? I don't understand what's going on. You need to call us back immediately. We need to know what you meant by that. I waited and I waited. I took the second flight all the way to New York, and I get there and I finally call her. I'm like, hey, I'm at the dorm. I'm good and everything else. And my mom is in the background. Rick, motherfucker, goddamn, just ask him. What do you mean sound travels both ways? I said, well, for all our life, you guys have yelled at me for having my music up too loud. I just want you to know that at night, that sound traveled the other way too.
They got it then, right?
No, my dad got it, and I told that story forevermore in front of my mother. And every time I told it in front of her, she was pissed.
Oh, yeah.
Like, somehow outing the fact that they did anything other than read the Bible was just awful.
Oh, my goodness, dude. That's so good.
Oh, my God. I mean, I did stupid shit in college, man.
The good times.
Oh, God.
The good old college days. I just came back from ASU last week, and I was down there.
Yeah?
Yeah, not a lot of... Barely.
Yeah.
Barely. We got down there Thursday, did our thing, hung out with all the kids, had a great time. Buddy that was down there with us invited us over to another buddy's house who works in the liquor industry. I showed you some pictures about this earlier.
God, yeah, that was my dream.
And he was the friendliest guy I have ever met. He had bottles that I've never seen in person. Things that are like legendary, right?
Yeah, the elves of the world, the unicorns, the things that don't, like, you've seen a picture, maybe.
Yep. Maybe, right? You've heard about it. So, a friend of a friend of a friend saw a bottle once, God. But I was there drinking literally 4 styles of Pappy between 10 and 20 years. I was drinking things that
21-year-old Scotch.
Oh man,
that was your starter.
That was my starter. I started with that.
God, fuck you,
dude. It was out of control. My friends, we were there. They said, "Man, we've never seen you be so antisocial at a gathering with people." And I was like, "You don't understand. I will never be in the situation ever." I mean, dude, he was telling me open bottles that weren't open on his shelf. I sat there and I tried my hardest to get through as many of the bottles. I was skipping, it was bad. I was skipping over like Blanton's. He had bottles of Blanton's that weren't even open yet. And I was like, you know what?
No.
I have it at the house. I didn't mess with, he had 6 Whistle Pigs, all different years, casks, everything. It was phenomenal. So that part was
epic.
And that was Friday before game. So needless to say, Saturday for the ASU game, it was a little rough. I'm not going to lie. Well, I drank nothing but brown at his house. There was no beer. I was trying to be good and drink some water in between, but I didn't want to get full on water when I had Taylor's and Pappy.
Yeah. You have things that you will likely, unless we become royally famous or some crap like that, you'll never really see or taste again.
No.
So I'm drinking that instead of...
That was my mindset.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
Get through as many
now
2-finger pours that I could get through.
I think your tasting notes by like glass 7 or 8 are probably just like, yum.
Literally, you could have poured Jim Beam or Jack in a glass, and I hate admitting this, but after just so much really, really, really good bourbon, after about 7 or 8 of them, I was like, at this point, I'm just going off memory. I can say that I've had. Have you ever had such and such? Yes, I have.
Yes, I have.
Dude, Smoke Wagon. That was one of the bottles that I drank, and it was like, I think that was the tipping scale. After that,
you can't taste anything.
I couldn't taste anything.
Yeah.
But it was great.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, so we've got that wine cellar downstairs, and we have way too much wine because we go through like these binge purchase times, and then we just like, oh fuck, we can't buy anything else. We gotta stop buying things. We gotta shut everything down.
Yep.
And then we drink it down a little bit, and then we're like, oh shit, we're getting low. We should start these back up, and we binge buy again. The problem is that some of those bottles are actually really nice bottles, including a few that are left over from our wedding that have some, 20 years on them now and everything
some
else.
Sentimental value also added on it.
So when we built this place, I put a digital keypad on that thing. And the code is one code until 10 p.m. And after 10 p.m., that code changes. Because what I don't want to have is drunk-ass me or drunk-ass Joanna or drunk-ass whoever's over going down there, looking for the 6th or 7th bottle of the night. We can't taste anything. Like, oh, we should try this one. It looks really good. And then some, really old, really nice bottle of wine that we should probably try and actually enjoy just ends up getting turned into yellow pea.
And you know nothing until the next morning when you're going through the empties on the counter. You're like, shit.
Who
opened that bottle?
Hang on. Let me go to the tape.
Yep.
Fuck, it was me. So I have to go into my phone. I have to open a certain app, and I have to look at whatever the code is for that day, and that will open it up for me, or I can remotely unlock it. But... there's been some times where I'm getting some angry texts from Joanna or some of our friends like, open the motherfucking door. No.
It's after 10.
It's after 10.
It's off limits.
Show me the glass recycling before I open that.
Seriously, I need proof. What are you drinking? You should just, I don't want to call it meanness, but you should either relabel a bottle or keep a few of the old Trader Joe's Charles Shaw laying around.
You peel the labels off and you go, oh, these were those one-offs that we got.
Yeah, that might not be a bad idea. That way mentally, because like you said, At a certain point,
you're never going to know.
You don't know what you're drinking.
No. As long as it continues to get you buzzed, you're in good shape.
But the one thing I've noticed on wine is good wine, the hangover is almost, I don't want to say not there.
Yeah.
But very minor.
Exactly. If you've got like a really cheap bottle with a lot of nitrates in it or whatever it is.
Those hangovers are horrible.
Those hangovers hurt.
Yeah.
But if you've got a really nice, like good blended bottle even, just something really nice and well done, you can go through a bottle and a half. I mean, shit, that bottle that's downstairs, that Magnum, that was my Thanksgiving drinking. I think I was the only one drinking on that. Like, I opened it up thinking it would be a great way to just, hey, who in this giant group of people wants to have some wine? Here you go, let me pour this.
And no one took you up on it?
Nobody took me up on it.
Were they drinking other wines?
Yeah, or other things, like somebody brought their famous margaritas and that kind of stuff. So all sorts of stuff was being consumed, but I'm fairly certain I am the only one who drank on that bottle. And so when we go back downstairs, I want you to look at how much is left in that bottle.
All right. I'll check it out.
It's a Magnum, so I think I drank a bottle and a half-ish.
Oh, jeez.
On my own.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, my friend.
4 o'clock until 10 o'clock.
Yeah, buddy. That's a good Thanksgiving. We were smoking bourbon Thanksgiving at my in-laws' house.
Oh, yeah. See, I finally got mine.
Oh, you got yours?
Yeah.
I was just going to say I was going to bring mine over, but I forgot it, so I'll have to bring it over. But you got your own now?
No, I ordered it when you showed me that video and everything else of it, so that's fun. I'm all right with that. That's a fun game.
So you have to experiment. You have to tell me what you think. So we tried 2 methods.
Okay.
We did one where we just smoked the glass. I was using cherry wood, I believe.
Okay.
Well, I'll send a shout out to everyone, the company that I'm using at home. Unfortunately, I don't have it with me, and I can't remember anything because it's Sunday and I'm drinking bourbon. But yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Cherry wood, we were doing just smoking the glass first, letting it sit, throwing in a big sphere, and then the bourbon.
Okay. So not even any ice in it.
No,
first.
literally just glass.
Okay.
Then we would do one side by side with ice sphere, bourbon, and smoked everything together. And from our preliminary research, 2 out of the 3 people, they actually liked just the smoking glass.
Really? Yeah. Without the liquor being
They said
smoked.
they could pick up more cherry when there was nothing else in it. And I kind of thought they were crazy, and I tried it. Now, the problem, though, we're going back to the wine. This is, 4th, 5th, and 6th bourbons for me. So I might need to try it again and start the research over. But it was interesting. Hey, I don't know the correct way because I don't read instructions. So I don't know. Have you used yours yet?
Yes.
Well, how did you do it?
So I did drink ice everything.
Okay.
And then I learned quickly that if you over-char that stuff, it just like catches on fire, and then you just have a fire in there. What you want it to do is smolder.
Yes.
So the first time I got it right, and it was just smoldering, and it put out tons of smoke. And the second time I did it, I'm fairly certain I got close to melting the metal mesh. Like molten aluminum in my drink. So, I dialed it back a little bit the next time. So I'll get there. But yeah, I did ice, booze, everything in there, and it adds a little something.
So try it the other way. Just do the glass. See if you can see a difference.
All right,
we'll do more research.
We got to do it early on.
Yes, very early on.
Because
if the wives here, we have butane torches up here doing cherry wood. Hey. I noticed we're compliant. We have a smoke detector up here, ladies and gentlemen. So we're safe. We might need a fire extinguisher.
No. Look, those little black
sprinklers.
Things, those are sprinklers. So we're okay.
And we're safe.
We're safe.
Safe.
The Whiskey and Wine Podcast is brought to you by Tapforia, Tigard, Oregon's first growler tap house, founded in 2014. Tapforia has 28 taps, including beer, wine, cider, seltzer, and kombucha. Did you know that they're now a bottle shop as well? Stop in for a pint, glass or growler of the latest and greatest offerings of our local breweries, located on Highway 99 in Tigard. Visit tapforia.com and follow them on their social media to see what they have on tap each day. Tapforia, craft beer and wines. Safe. All right, so we had to stop there for a second and save because I have screwed this up enough times that we need to save every so often so that if I screw something up royally, we at least have that first little bit of audio that we can go back to.
Save is the best feature on that system right
safe
there.
Word.
Safe word, yeah.
Bananas. So I got a good one for you. So the first time I learned about a safe word was in college. So I went to a college in upstate New York, and in the middle of this college, they had a 16-sided building. It's the only one in the United States that they knew of at the time. I think there's another one now, but whatever. So the tradition was what they call, it was the Knott Memorial, Knott. And the tradition was that you would run around this thing naked. They called it the Naked Knot Run. But you had to have somebody who was watch or, lookout. And they had a safe word. So if security was coming or... like there's a gaggle of preschoolers coming by or something.
You don't want to catch a charge, buddy.
No, you do not want to catch a charge. So you always had somebody who was the safe word. And so you would, each year you had to try and get a naked knot run done. Inevitably, you forgot about it until it's fucking winter.
Oh, no. No way.
Winter in New York, as a teenage boy... running around, like, ideally you do this with a female, and it's like, oh, that was really fun, and I got to see a naked body. But, eventually it's just your fraternity brothers or just a bunch of dudes or whatever, and you're doing a naked knot run, and then there's some girl walking by, and you are slightly less impressive than you could be in 20-degree weather than you would normally be. Like, well, there goes my social life for the next 6 months.
I'm a grower, not a shower. Don't judge me.
Yeah, so that's where I learned safe word. Bananas. like you're buck naked, running around this thing, and you hear your lookout yelling, bananas! And you run back to your clothes and hope you grabbed all your clothes and didn't forget anything. And then you book it over to a little shop and hide behind there and try and get dressed as fast as you could before security caught you buck-ass naked.
Did the safe word work? Did you guys ever get caught?
I never got caught.
All right, so
there were lots of guys that did get caught, and I think some guys who wanted to get caught just so that they could have to walk mostly naked by the girls' dorms to the security office.
Yeah, but it's 20 degrees outside. What are they trying to prove?
I think some guys just have way more ego than they need to have. I know I'm not impressive even on a 90-degree day.
Summer, spring, whatever. It's all the same.
So yeah, running around naked, not good.
No, especially in the winter. Let's just throw that out there. Maybe a few points better in the spring or summertime.
Well,
but winter?
No. It's not like I had an athletic body either, so it's a little bit like watching a mold of slime or something running around. So like, one of those knobs on there must be something. I can't tell which pudgy area is what.
It's over there, I think, maybe. Or, no, over that, I don't know.
No.
That's freaking hilarious. Well, I can tell you, I've done some streaking in my days. We won't share those stories right now, but never. No, I lied. There was one in the wintertime, but I was too inebriated to know any different.
Yeah. Sober streaking seems like a less great idea.
No, yeah, because you have to be tuned up a little bit, right?
Yeah. No. You need to be a little bit drunk before you're a little bit naked.
Oh, absolutely. the old school movie, right? We're going streaking through the quad, and then have your wife pull up. Could you imagine? Oh our wives would kick our ass.
Oh no, they would just pull out their cameras and be like, "What's up, Mr. Impressive?"
No, yeah, you're right. That would be the first thing they would do. Would pull out cameras.
Is that going to work for your whiskey and wine podcast socials?
That should be your new cover page image.
Two fat naked dudes.
That's hilarious. So yeah, streaking. Like I said, we'll share.
Yeah.
Big Mike already shared the bikini story an episode or two ago, so we won't share any streaking stories.
You got something about nakedness, though.
Yeah, it wasn't me, though. But there was, I used to do a ride-along with my buddy, who was a police officer here in the Portland metro area. And every 3 months, I was able to go out with them. The city would not want you more than every 3 months because they figured you were at that point like a volunteer police officer or something. So we went out, and he always worked graveyard shift. Yeah. And I didn't mind those hours.
This is back when you were just starting the Portland.
Oh yeah,
party bus,
I was
right?
driving at night, doing late night bachelor parties. Sometimes driving until 2 or 3 in the morning. Yeah. So I didn't mind it. So the nights that I had my drivers working, or I wasn't necessarily needed to work the party bus, every once in a while I'd go out and do these ride-alongs. It was great. Yeah. I'd show up at like 8 at night. I think his shift went till 3 or 4 in the morning, and I would mostly hang out that whole time with him. He was always like, you sure I can take you back to the station so you can get home? I'm like, buddy, I'm either going to be home sleeping or I'm having fun with you. So one night he arrested a gentleman, and we had to drive him to the local county jail. Okay. We missed transport service they had. That was a whole nother story, but we had to drive him ourselves. So we drove all the way out. Got to book him in, saw that whole process, which was a little frightening, to be honest with you, because I could proudly say I have never been to jail. Yeah. But you walk in, and you're walking around with
they're just
inmates.
There.
They're just hanging out, unless they're a violent, threat.
Or like so drunk.
The old drunk tank, right? Yeah. But yeah, we walked in. He locked up his firearm in a little cubby outside, and we walked in with the jail staff, and there I was like, oh man, I'm in jail right now. This is a little different. And it took a decent amount of time, right? You had to do some paper swapping back and forth and this and that. So we were driving back to his town, and late. I mean, I'm trying to remember. I want to say it was close to 3 in the morning. Hey, by the way, touchdown Jalen Hurts. Yeah. Boom. Take that Moody Blues. That might have put me up. Hold on.
Yep.
I'm up.
That's something.
I'm up. Oh, now I'm real. All right, here we go. Making the story even better, see?
All right. So it's 3 in the morning.
3 in the morning. We're driving down a long Canyon Road, right? Yeah. We're driving down pretty straight, pretty flat, pretty dark. Not a whole lot of cars out on the road at 3 a.m.
Right.
So my buddy says, all right, once we cross the line here, if you see an infraction that you think is worthy of a traffic stop. Right. He goes, you've been out all night. I'll let you take this one. And I was like, sweet.
So now you're like a dog on the dash, like.
Oh, seriously. Big Mike is a cop now at this point. I have my little sticker on my chest that I ripped off hours ago that was like, hello, my name is Michael, and I don't have a weapon or a bulletproof vest. So now I am a full-fledged sworn officer of the law, right? Yeah. I am pulling someone over.
Okay.
So we're driving. Boom. Easiest infraction at 3 in the morning. No headlights.
Mm-hmm.
Other way. Heading the opposite way. So I said, hey, boom. No headlights. Let's do it.
Yep.
Flipped a U-turn. Ran their plates. Pulled them over in a gas station parking lot that was a 24-hour station. So all the lights were on. It was a nice, they always tell you. They always tell you pull over in a well-lit spot. If there's people around, even better, right? So they did exactly what they should have done.
Yep.
And My buddy goes to the window, license registration. I pulled you over. He gave the spiel, right?
Yep.
Comes back to me and he goes, dude, you just hit the jackpot. And I go, what are you talking about? He goes, hold on. So he had to call in backup because there was, I think, 4 people in the car.
Oh, God.
And it was just him. And it was 4 females. So he was trying to get another unit to our scene. And I believe he was also trying to find if there was a female cop on duty. So if there was any searches or anything that had to be done. So now a few other cops show up, and I'm starting to know them.
Like, do they have just like a grenade launcher in their lap? Like, what did I just pull over?
He's not telling me anything. He's kind of keeping it close to the cuff at this point.
Okay.
But a few other officers are pulling up, and I kind of know a few of them now because this is like my, I don't know, 6th or 7th ride along that I've done over a few year period. And they're starting to high-five me through the window. I'm in the passenger seat of the squad car. And I'm like, dude, great traffic stop, Westfall. And I'm like, what did we pull? What did I do? I'm like, is there terrorists in the car? Like, what did, was it loaded down with cocaine? Like, this must be something amazing, right? I'm thinking I'm going to get interviewed. I might get a medal. First ever medal for a ride along. I'm going, I want to see the governor at this point. Well, it was 4 females.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to say the name of the business.
Okay.
But they were young ladies who worked at a gentleman club. Just got off their shift. The 3 passengers were highly intoxicated.
Oh my God.
And the woman who was driving was trying to do the right thing, right? She was the DD.
Oh my God.
Later came out that she was driving suspended.
Oh my God.
And I kind of felt bad because here she was trying to do the right thing. Get everyone home safe. She forgot the lights.
Oh,
freaking Deputy Westfall was on the scene, sniffed it out like a bloodhound, and then they started bringing him out of the car, Alex. And the kids working, they were probably 18 or 19 or 20, the gas station attendants. But now they're like, what the hell is going on?
It's Christmas.
They're not naked, so I want to just put that out there.
Yeah.
They were not naked, but they were definitely not fully clothed either. And it was the funniest thing because here it was, me, a few officers, some gas station attendants.
Everybody's got their phone out.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, it's a car full of drunk strippers in a gas station parking lot.
Yeah, so that's why you were getting high-fived by every officer that came over. Oh my God, you pulled over the best car ever.
Yeah, dude, good. Yeah, no, it was kind of legendary. I was like, that's right, man. Maybe I'm thinking of a career shift at this point in my.
They're like, any day you want to go on a ride along, I got dibs.
Oh no, it was pretty funny. It was pretty darn funny, man.
Oh my God. I can't even imagine. Like, I'm sure that the gas station attendants have seen people get pulled over a lot of times, but then in like a clown car, it's just one drunk, half-dressed woman after another coming out.
Yeah, and it was not a big sedan. It was a smaller. For the life of me, I can't remember. It was a little Hyundai Sonata or a Honda Civic or just
something small,
a small four-door, and it was literally like the circus car, but instead of 13 clowns coming out of it, it was 4 strippers.
Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching.
Then I was like, man, is there going to be dollar bills flying in the wind, right? They're going to be running around scurrying through the parking lot, picking up all their tip money. Unbelievable.
Oh, my God. So what's your safe word now? Like, if you see that again, you're like, oh, my God, I need to call my buddy. I saw another car with no headlights, and it's 3 a.m.
The funniest part now, every time I see a car with no headlights, I'm like, oh, must be strippers. Car full of strippers right there.
Unfortunately, I think nowadays you're going to be more disappointed than not.
Oh, 1,000%. So, yeah, 1 for 1. Best traffic stop ever in that town, Big Mike. I'm going to contact him. I haven't talked to him for a while, but I'm going to ask that. I think my medal got lost in the mail or something. Nothing's ever showed up yet. I feel like that was worthy of something.
Oh my God.
Contact City Hall tomorrow.
Oh my God.
I've been waiting for about 9 years, but my name's Michael Westfall, and I pulled over a car full of strippers. Just wondering when that medal is going to show up.
You know what? I think I'm gonna have to go up to that trophy place, and I think I'm gonna have them make you a medal. And it's gonna be like one of those breastplate medals that the old English generals would wear.
Yes,
but it's just gonna be huge, and it's just gonna have a set of boobs on it.
Oh, I will wear that thing so proud.
What is this? Well,
let me tell you. Back in.
Oh my God.
It could be a family heirloom too. I could pass it down to my kids.
You go ahead and try that.
I'm not giving it to Coop.
Maddie is gonna put that on the hood of her car, like, my dad's a hero.
Actually, I could totally see her doing that. Right on her dash or something. Or on the backside of her sun visor, so when she flips that down, cops have lights there, she'll have a
commendation medal from the police department in Oregon with a couple of boobs on it.
Oh.
Can you tell me about that one? Oh, absolutely I can.
Absolutely.
How much time you got?
Exactly.
You're just listening to my dad's podcast. You'll get it.
You'll get it. No, ride-alongs, they were fun, man. I've actually thought about doing one in Tigard, right? That's where I live. That's where Tap 4 is. And I know anyone can do one.
Yeah.
Anyone can do one. And I've always thought about it, and I should have took them up on it. I've known a few Tigard cops over the years. Everyone's moved on to different cities, and I don't know one because I feel like the only ones. Have you ever been on one yourself?
No, I've never been on one. It's on my list of poop to do though.
So it was so much fun having a buddy to go along with, right? Because he liked it because, the night we would be BSing late at night, driving around and doing stuff.
It's like 90% boredom followed by
100%. 100%.
Now what am I going to run into?
Yeah, and he was just a neighbor. He used to live in my old neighborhood, and we would start talking and kind of became friends. And he was like, "Hey, you should come out on a ride along some night." And I was hooked, and I kind of see why they only allow you to do one every 30 days because
old Mike would be over there going like, "Hey, I don't have anything to do. What do you want to do today? Can I go on a ride along?" You're like a lab. Like, oh my gosh, where are we going? Where are we going? Can we find more strippers?
All right. One more quick story has nothing to do with nakedness, but you brought it up with the lab. So we did bust a house party during March, so it was spring break.
Okay.
And guessing it was high school kids, right?
Yeah.
And we went up to the door and he was knocking and the door was cracked a little bit. And I remember he yelled canine. Or no, he told me he goes, "Hey, bark when I elbow you." And I go, "Bark? Okay, I'm not sure what's." So he states who he's with, right? And canine. And then he kind of elbows me. So there's Big Mike barking at the door. So see, I was actually part of the canine force too. I should get a medal for that.
You get a canine medal too.
Oh man, these kids didn't even hear anything. So he actually finally made contact, but he had me go around back to make sure no one, even though
ran out the back.
Yeah, I was just supposed to yell if I saw anyone.
Yeah, you're not tackling anybody.
God no. But yeah, it was funny. I did that a few times with them. That we had to. He'd make me bark like a dog, part of the canine.
Oh my god, that's gonna be my new thing. Is I'm just gonna elbow you, and I want you to
Good time, see?
Oh my god. This episode of the Whiskey and Wine Podcast is sponsored by Portland Party Bus. Portland's original party bus company, where the ride becomes the party. PDX Party Bus pricing is all-inclusive. This means all the hourly rates include all fees and mileage. No surprise charges at the end of your party. Just professional staff and a party all along the way. Visit them at pdxpartybus.com and plan your next wine tasting, birthday party, or just a great weekend with them. pdxpartybus.com. All right, so here's where we're at so far. This is episode 5.
Yeah.
I made a deal with one of my kids that if she got us 500 followers and 1,000 independent
that's
listeners,
right. I remember this. Yes.
that we would start filming these things. We did already get some free sponsorship booze out of this, and quite frankly, it's pretty solid so far. I mean, I'm not hating this. I mean, this is all right. So we got to keep building, but we got to figure out what people want to hear. Like Jackson was telling me that he really liked hearing us talk about Snapchat, that we don't fucking understand it.
No, fuck Snapchat.
No, don't understand that.
No.
I'm barely manageable on Instagram. Like if somebody wanted to take that over for me, I would be thrilled.
Yeah, you and me both. I can barely keep up with two it just reminds me I haven't posted for Tap4 yet.
Is it opened 20 minutes ago?
No, an hour and 20 minutes ago.
An hour and 20 minutes.
Uh-oh, time to post.
we just suck at this, but you know what? We spend a Sunday afternoon or a Saturday afternoon or whatever it is just up here recording. This does not suck.
No, not at all. Seriously. So, what was the incentive?
So the incentive, she wants us to film this stuff, kind of like like Two Bears One Cave, like they film, and
then if we were filming right now, people would be seeing me post on Tap4's NFL Sunday special deals.
So I mean, if we post or if we film this thing, then we've got to get somebody to do extra work. Somebody's got to be helping us with the filming, because right now I just kind of like hold the mouse next to this table next to me, and I try and find the record button for us to do this. This is a complete shit show, but we do have notes. We have we write down our tasting notes for the whiskey that we're trying each day.
Yeah.
You know, it's something. But we need help. We need you guys to interact with us. We need you guys to like post on our Instagram stuff, or you need to go to the website and leave us comments, or on Facebook or whatever the hell it is, and tell us what the hell you want us to talk about, because most of the time the titles don't really do anything for the episode. It's just a title name that we came up with
weeks ago, maybe even months ago after drinking. And it's a continual process. We just we randomly write down titles after drinking, and then we throw them in there, and it usually leads to some good stuff so far, right?
I mean, I think we're doing all right so far. I mean, we're slowly getting the audio part down, although I think we could still probably use significant help.
Oh, you know what? I'm not. So I did get one. I got it wasn't even a. It was a comment, I guess. It wasn't anything that we could change, but it was a comment. One of the listeners out there, from Tap4 said they love it. They think we have funny stories. They do like a little tidbit on some bourbon and everything else. She did say she listens to us at 1.5 speed. She said for her preference and liking that we talk a little slow. So she listens to us at 1.5 speed. So I don't know if we need to start speeding up when we talk. And what about this, Alex?
Oh my god, we could be like the Micro Machine.
Holy shit!
Did you know the Teeling whiskey?
If she listens to 5, she's gonna bump us down 1.5 the other way now.
She called us slow.
Well, that's not the first time someone's called me slow, so I took no offense to it.
I've been called a hell of a lot worse than the last week.
Seriously, but I forgot to tell you. Yeah, it's great podcast. She just got started getting into them and started listening to some other podcasts, and she goes, the only thing about yours is I listen to it at 1.5 speed.
Because we just drone on. Because we're a little slow. we're like fucking Eeyore.
Yep.
Well, the Browns suck. This is so sad. My tail won't stay on, and my Browns won't score.
That's what I feel like right now. The fact that they're losing to Denver.
Well, welcome to being a Beaver fan, unfortunately.
Oh, man. Frickin' Pac-12 disaster.
Yep. Nope, it is what it is. And I'm sure over the next 4 or 5 months, we'll find all sorts of new things to be sad about, but whatever. Well, shit, Mike. I think that's a solid episode 5. I mean, not a solid, but we've done shittier.
No, I give that a strong 8.5. I feel like.
Yeah. All right. Yeah,
I'll take it.
Yeah,
that's a B, right?
Yeah.
Heck, that's a strong B.
That's a strong B.
Strong B.
Well, unless you're on the new grading system.
Yeah, another thing I don't understand.
Nope.
Don't understand Snapchat. And the math. How do they just teach new fucking math? This could be a whole episode of us just bitching about things we don't understand.
This new grading system, like they tell me what they got on something, and I kind of try and read their facial expression to figure out whether that's a good thing or not. Like, oh, I got a 4 on this. I'm like, yay? Yeah,
4,
that's
what was
pretty
it
good.
out of, by the way?
Is it out of something? No, it's just whether or not I show proficiency. Can we go back to 90%, 80%, 70%? That I under.
No, it's out of control.
Nope. I'm just dumber than a sack of rocks over here. You motherfuckers are lucky I know how to press the big red button that says record.
I'm just glad you do it. I don't even know where the big red button is. I'm fucked without you, bud.
You're just over there talking into a dead mic. I think
Test
I hear
1,
myself.
2. Yeah, hello, is this thing on? I can hear it in the headset.
Well, thank you ever so much to Teeling Whiskey, single grain Irish whiskey. It's a product of Ireland. They did a fantastic job. This is for a mid-range, like inexpensive bottle of Irish whiskey. This is a good sipping whiskey. It has made the cast very nice.
Very nice. And like I said, it's nice that it has some Oregon ties, man.
Yeah, damn straight.
Right? Lake Oswego High, U of O.
And
love
make
that.
it an Irish whiskey. I mean, holy crap, that's no joke.
No.
Like you've got to really get some good learning in before you can do that stuff. And we put a dent and a half in this goddamn thing.
We absolutely did. And we're going to do a little more right after we sign off.
Yeah, we are. All right.
The beat's going downstairs. We'll just stay locked up here.
They'll never know that we're just... Yeah, we're totally still recording.
I'm totally still recording. We have to get through all 1,500 episodes for season 1.
We can't ever finish season 1, because if we finish season 1, they're going to call all our bullshit out, and then we're dead.
No. We're going to be the first podcast in podcast history to have the most episodes in one single season. We're going to get one of those Guinness Book World Record plaques right to the right of your whiskey shelf there. That's when we know we've made it.
Guinness Book of World Records, biggest jackassery for the longest period of time.
Can't believe you put out 1,500 fucking episodes of this shit.
If Joanna ever learns how to get into the podcast episode like control board up there, she'll just switch it to season 2.
Seriously.
Like,
you guys are done. It's our turn now.
No. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you follow us on the socials. Whiskey and Winecast for Instagram. www.whiskeyN, that's the letter N.
That's
wine,
right.
WHINE.com. Whiskeyandwine.com. There's a little Facebook stuff out there, a few other things out there. And if you've got suggestions, comment on stuff or send us a note or whatever.
We're reading all of it, right?
Yeah, we read. I mean, Jesus, it is how our days are either great or not is the number of likes and or comments on our stuff.
Yeah.
So
and give us ideas, because we'll talk about damn near anything, I think.
Goddamn straight.
So
not like we're going to be original forever.
No, yeah, we're going to run out of shit at some point, so help us out.
It's just going to be us up here with the fart machine.
We got to work on that.